And basically, PartinG needs to take a 3-0. A 2-1 for PartinG will only force a tiebreaker. Any victory for Nerchio will be an advance for him. As we have to the bottom right-hand side, here it is our Blue Zerg player. Give it up if you're cheering on Nerchio. So this is from Group A of the competition, something we didn't play out the other day. As we have to the top left-hand side, the red Protoss player, it is PartinG. So, getting this set up and into action, you're going to be having a hatch gas pool opening to start from Nerchio, as a Nexus first is going to be coming down. Well, not a Nexus first, but a gate into Nexus pretty quickly comes down from PartinG. So getting that set up and ready to go. Cybernex core will start to build as well. And we're just going to be looking to see how this goes. A couple of drones are on the way out. I'm just going to see that probe pulling back in towards the main base. I'm just going to be seeing another pylon coming down here as well. A third hatchery coming down also at the moment. As we get this set up, rolling, looking to see what's going on. Cybernex core going to be finishing here as well. Stalker and a warp gate on its way out for the moment here. So, of course, switching to PvZ, we've not seen any Protoss today because of Puck having to be replaced. As there's Stalker being chrono boosted at the moment. So, Stalker's going to be popping out in a moment or two. And we are going to be seeing it coming in to chase down that Overlord. And it is going to be poked away in towards the main base. So Overlord again poked away in towards the main base is going to get pushed all the way away here. And is going to be getting shut down. Twilight Council from PartinG on the way up behind this mineral line as well. And there is that Overlord going down. As you see the third hatchery coming into play. Sorry, just answering that question there for a moment or two from one of our casters. Robo facility coming up here from PartinG, so he's getting that set up and going. So his Robo coming into play at the moment. Warp gate coming up as well, as we are just going to be seeing the again, the Stalker just in the middle of the map to see what else is going on. Link speed coming up here from Nerchio as that finishes, obviously gives them some control of the map. A very large map here, Karasan Rift. Interesting to see just what happens on it in the next few moments, as we can see this link coming all the way around the top side, getting ready to perhaps, well, move in towards the natural. I mean, just looking for information, right? Trying to figure out what is going on here. There's that lair of Nerchio coming up on the natural expansion in the next couple moments. Dark Shrine right away from PartinG here, so an interesting way to go. Well, no he does have a Robo on the natural, sorry, apologies. So he does go into the Warp Prism. So this is just going to be the Archon drop off of the DT opener here to get started. So send up in towards this as we have the shield battery going to drop down in this natural mineral line as well. So shield battery on the way up. Again, that warp prism is about to finish. And then the DTs, of course, will eventually start to warp in. Is Nerchio making a bunch of lings and a Balin nest too, getting ready to defend against any initial pressure. Lair will finish in time to have Overseers. That's going to be a huge savior. Very useful against those Dark Templar in general, of course. Just means that you don't have to rely on the Spore Crawls that can be so quickly targeted down. And as the lair finishes up, he does prioritize the Hydralisk Den coming into play as well. As the Warp Prism coming down the right-hand side, it will be arriving in a moment or two in this main/natural sort of area. So we'll see just how he wants to approach this. As he gets into position up here, I guess he can warp in just a few units. And again, the 4 DT is obviously what he's waiting for, that Dark Shrine to actually finish up. No Overseers just yet, right? No Overseer. Oh, sorry, there is one Overseer, and it is in the main base. We'll see what he's going to be able to do with it then, if he has it in the right location. It looks as though he does, as that Warp Prism is heading into the main. And immediately here, I mean, Queens just started targeted down. Well, the DTs get forced to pick up. And that's where PartinG just pulls back, morphs in the Archons instead, and looks to try and pick up some more of these drones. Behind this, though, 2 more gateways in charge is not a very macro-friendly follow-up. This is a, hey, let's do this sort of thing. As we're going to be seeing a couple of extra gateways going down. PartinG's going to get ready to attack here in the next few moments. He's going to get aggressive. And let's see how this goes, as we do see the 2 gateways continue to come on up. A 3rd and 4th gateway as well from PartinG. as we are going to have a few more sentries just set up on the natural expansion. Archons do come in and get a couple of kills, but again, the Queen's able to push back the War Prism. Oh no, the War Prism just stays alive there as well as Hydra's so nearly able to get the pick. That would have been huge. That would have been game-changing, honestly. And as you are going to be seeing the Prism coming out in towards the center, coming in over towards the left side, and again, charge coming up, a couple more gateways coming up, 4 more Banelings on the way out, and just going to be seeing again, Groove Spine's going to be finishing in the next couple of moments. Creep still pushing up through the center of the map. Looking to see what else is going on. A few more Spine Crawlers on the way up, some more Zerglings, another Hydralisk on the way out. Archons and a War Prism just gathering together and getting ready to push down through the center. This big all-in from PartinG. Well, Nerchio, does he have enough to defend? He's got 57 versus 46 drones. He's making the spines. He's getting the extra units up. Can he defend this? He needs to defend this right now if possible. And as you see, the Lings, the Banes, the Hydras all gathered together outside this third base. Let's see. The Spine, one of them is here. 2 of them are up the ramp, though. It's a bit of an awkward spot to defend in. Here we go. PartinG starts to attack. The Banes start to walk forwards. The force fields do begin to connect. He kept the Zealots in the back. A few of the Banes managed to connect. As we see, the Immortals and Archons still alive, although kind of towards the back here. Chasing an Overlord. Not ideal given the current scenario. War Prism doesn't get targeted here. Nerchio doesn't quite find it at the right time. There's a Queen or 2 actually tanking. Will help these Hydras stay alive for a bit longer. Couple Archons going down as well, and it looks as though Nerchio has made a defense here against this attack, and Hydras and Overseer continue to come up to the center. Gonna be seeing this War Prism in the middle. We'll warp in a few more DTs, get ready for wave 2, but honestly it feels as though there's just been enough done already. The War Prism will actually go down. These DTs obviously don't get a chance to morph into Archons yet, and that means he's just going to be able to pick his way through all of this now. Hydra's coming through, a sentry goes down, the Archon's going to fall, and PartinG is really just running out of options. His Immortals are also going to drop down, and that's going to be GG Nerchio. Let's do this, as we do have to the bottom left-hand side of the map, our blue Zerg player. It is Nerchio, up 1 game in this series. Top left, the red Protoss, it is PartinG. You guys know him, you guys love him. Let's see if he can tie the series up. Again, a 2-1 victory for PartinG would be a tiebreaker. He needs a 3-0, so that can't happen now. So the best PartinG can hope for is tiebreakers if he beats Nerchio 2-1. The way those tiebreakers will work is we would play them tomorrow. We'd probably start the stream about an hour earlier, and we would play them tomorrow and cast just an hour earlier and play them, and it's just going to be best of 1 matches between a Laser, Nerchio, and PartinG. Next is Corona boosting out these workers and just going to be seeing PartinG on its way up. We're going to see a gateway on the way down on the natural expansion. As you do see Overlords just spreading out here, and Nerchio gets hit by the classic air blocker, which he doesn't quite take notice of before going into the game. So the air blocker blocks Nerchio's Overlord there. Again, this map is different because these 2 watchtowers, the way it works, you can get you can't walk through here, you can't fly through here, but you can put a unit on this position to hold the watchtower and see into your opponent's natural. It's interesting because I'm not sure how much information it really gives you. I mean, I guess you see this assimilator being taken or so, but that's about it, and I don't know if you really would like more than that. You know, does that really give you enough info? Nah. It's weird. It's weird. It's different. It's very different. So intrigued to see how more players maybe try and use that as we continue on, as we do see Overlords coming out into the center again. As meanwhile, actually a probe just scouting around in the main base of Nerchio to, of course, see what's up and what's happening. Again, just going to see this probe just going to come and take this watchtower, I guess, and he'll be able to hold that there. Actually, maybe he wanted to probably bring it back home in the end and just misclicked it along the way. So it's probably going to come around and going to be back towards the top in the next couple of moments once again. As we do see the Cybernetics core starting to research here. Stalker starting to target down this Overlord, and again just going to be taking a little while to clean up some of the map controls. The robotics facility of PartinG coming down behind this main base. So robot facility of PartinG coming down behind this main base. Going to see the pylon going to get dropped down in this wall off as well. Stalker on the way up, and just going to be seeing Nerchio With this Overlord on the high ground, just going to sit here and, well, obviously is watching out for anything moving out and any sort of tech choices. The Robo from PartinG, of course, gives him a couple of opportunities here. We'll see what he builds out of it first of all, as we're going to be seeing the Immortal maybe, and a Warp Prism. Warp Prism it is. He doesn't have anything to kind of go in the Warp Prism though, like one gateway. Interesting. As we are going to be seeing the Prism on the way out in the next couple of moments. Next week going to be coming up, and we'll be finishing in a moment or so. As we do just see a couple of drones moving around, and we'll just be... I'm intrigued by this Warp Prism. I mean, I guess he's just going to send his initial 2 Stalkers across. It gives him some high ground vision. It's interesting though, right? I mean, yeah, it's not the full-on norm. As you do see this Overlord goes down, Nerchio has new Overlords about to finish though. As PartinG now realizes that this is an air blocker and has to go around it. No matter how much you tell them, they still don't realize. Well, PartinG just come over to this side with the Prism here, and we'll be able to come on around the corner and try and get a little bit more done once again. As we do see, the Blink is on the way up. So Blink coming through a couple of more gateways on the way up, and he's just gonna... Well, is he just gonna... I guess these are just his second and third gateways. I feel like the timing stuff... Like, he's got this Warp Prism up, so I feel as though he's already on 3 or 4 gateways. But in actual reality, he's actually on 1 gateway still. I'm just like, so when I saw 2 more, I was like, all in time? No, it's actually just the second and third gate coming up. So apologies for that, as we do see the Stalkers jumping back into that Warp Prism, going back up to the top side, and just going to see these Zerglings here starting to nibble their way through this. The shield battery will start to heal up this pylon and try and hold for a little while as the sentries. Well, they have force fields available as Nerchio getting quite a bit done here. Might even be able to get rid of like the Cybernetics core. There's the force field to protect it. Nicely done, as we do see the extra couple of Stalkers popping out once again. 4 more gates on the way up. So now we are talking about being a little bit more aggressive here, PartinG, as he's looking to go 2 base attack all in once again for the 2nd game in a row. As you are just going to be seeing that pylon coming up in the natural, and again just creep pushing out onto the map. Observer in the main base, looking to see what's going on. Hydra's Den is going to be coming up as well, as we do just see again these queens looking around to see maybe just what they can do next. So Observer pulls all the way down to the south side. Whoa, what is this? I actually haven't looked around this map too much, but that's kind of weird and scary. Ugh. I don't even want to think about what that is. Is there anything else around? Sorry, I'm looking around the edges of the map to see if there's anything else weird. Apparently not. Ugh. Alright, well, it's an Immortal all-in with some sentries and Blink Stalkers as PartinG arrives on the bottom side of the map. He warps in some extra Stalkers, and Nerchio, is he ready for this? The Spinecrawl is going to go down pretty quickly as the first Lings and Hydras starting to fight, but the Banes to the left-hand side are not ready just yet. As we do see these units starting to get into the action. Hydras are going to push on forwards alongside these Queens as a couple of sentries do drop down. And we're just going to be seeing the Immortals microing well so far, though, as PartinG still got an opportunity to make this work here with this attack in the next couple moments. Moving forwards right now, going to see Queens taking some more damage once again. A Baneling or 2 going off, but the Banes on the Stalkers are not the best of trades. Right now we see the Banes still just not really doing enough here, as the Queens and Hydras on the high ground are still being pushed away. Stalkers will blink on forwards, and has to be a little bit careful because more Hydras are coming out. Drones are pulling in to try and defend this, but man, there's just so many Stalkers, and Nerchio's supply is dropping so quickly and heavily. What do you do about this? I mean, PartinG still has an Immortal alive in this fight. He's still got a lot of Stalkers. Maybe Nerchio can just pull... I think anything Nerchio does here to survive involves giving up the 3rd base. But if you give up this base, then all of a sudden you're in trouble because you've got, you've lost a base. Baneling Nest will go down, so that's the last couple of Banelings for now for Nerchio, as PartinG is still just pressuring in. Also, this is the Lair on the 3rd, though, so you can't really just give it up for nothing. And that's going to kind of suck here just a little bit, as we're going to be seeing now. The Hydralisks are waiting to maybe attack in. There's actually only Stalkers here, I guess. It's getting a little bit of a weaker army. The Immortal goes down, and I guess PartinG will have to back away a little bit, but so much damage already done. Does he just run out of steam here, and does that kind of momentum breaking moment here by Nerchio give him the chance to get back into this game a little while to build up some units? The problem right now is he's attacking forwards with Hydras, but he'll kill the Warp Prism. That's always great. Another wave of reinforcements here could have changed the fight, as Stalkers will blink for their lives backwards and backwards. It's Nerchio that pulls back thoroughly. initially. As we're going to see actually a couple of overlords going down too. Lings and Hydras coming back in to try and target down another couple of Stalkers. This time Nerchio is able to kill one before the blink comes down. PartinG a little bit slow on that there. Another one goes down. Nerchio, though, only has so few units left. He's getting a few more Lings and Hydras on the way to come into this again in a moment. Another Overlord has dropped, and just so many units gathering together at the moment. You're going to see these Stalkers continue to blink on backwards a couple at a time, as we're going to be seeing the Hydras getting to work once again. The Zealot's going to go down and continue to push on through. These Hydras are going to continue to work their way through the Stalker army. Unfortunately, it's not fast enough, because now the Stalkers can blink forwards again, and Nerchio loses another Queen, loses another Hydralisk. Drones are being pulled away also. We're going to be seeing these Overlords getting picked off, and we are going to be seeing the, well, another blink forwards, and just going to be seeing more of these units continue to go down. The last few Hydras, the last couple of Queens falling. PartinG is going to take game 2, and everything comes down to PartinG. If he wins, we have tiebreakers tomorrow. If PartinG loses, Nerchio and a laser advance. To the bottom left-hand side, our blue Zerg player, it is Nerchio. And to the top right-hand side, the red Protoss is PartinG. Okay then, so PartinG takes game 2, and with that attack, pretty intense. Going into this game number 3, looking to see just what's going to happen here in the next couple moments. Probes mining away, you're going to see this hatchery and this gateway on the way up. I mean, very standard setup so far. The super early game hasn't been crazy until just now. PartinG throws down a second gateway. Maybe looking to take a lead here early by doing some damage with early adepts. Let's see what's going to happen as he gets set up and ready to go. So this probe coming across through the map, hatch gas pool. So we are going to be seeing these two gateways just going to be coming up in the next few moments. Nexus will drop down in the near future, but not yet. It'll be a cyber core first, of course, because he wants to get ready to build those adepts. Now what this will do is force Nerchio into a situation where he has to make units early to defend. Well, also, if he loses a couple of drones on top of that, it can get very painful in terms of his work account, and then he can get into a little bit of trouble. As we get that set up and going, drones already. Oh, he doesn't want the shield batteries to get set up here, so Nerchio pulls drones against it. Alright, so he's getting ready. I was going to say that's a bit early of a drone pull. I didn't realize the pylons were coming up here, so that does, of course, therefore allow Nerchio to start picking his way through these pylons. And that's what he's doing right now, so just going to be getting rid of the first pylon. Second pylon on the way up's a bit further away, so he doesn't seem to be as worried about it. But I think we are going to see shield batteries here. Maybe just because his Lings and his Queens are on the way up. Anyway, his first 2 shield batteries, first 3 shield batteries are on the way right now. As we're going to see drones are actually going to pull into this once again, realizing he maybe just can't quite do this in time. He's going to start targeting the pylon. Not a bad idea, but if one of those shield batteries finishes, then this pylon will just get healed back up. Obviously, Nerchio loses a lot of mining time for this, but what's better, losing mining time or having an unkillable set of units because of the shield batteries? The first adepts are about to arrive, and that's going to start forcing these Lings back, and so the shield batteries are going to come online, and so now Nerchio's just wasted a lot of time. As we're going to be seeing this Queen and Spine Crawler continuing to come on up, and we do just have another gateway coming in at the front. So there's going to be triple gate here in the end, with Warp Gate being researched too, as those adepts take a poke from the Spine Crawler. Nerchio trying to defend against this with everything he can, as PartinG right now comes in towards the main base, doesn't see anything just yet. As we're going to be seeing those shield batteries set up, and of course from here you just see more and more adepts going to be coming on into play. There's one more coming across the map right now. He actually didn't make any more of this. He's waiting for the Warp Gate to finish up. He's been spending his money on shield batteries, another gateway, etc. It's just so many shield batteries. So you are going to be seeing the extra pylons continue to come on up through. I'm just going to see the adepts here able to pick off that Spine Crawler. Just going to see the Spine continue to fight as well, as we see the Queen and the Lings continue to fight away at this. Again, the shield batteries continue to heal on up those adepts for the moment. The adepts do pull on back here now, as we're going to see the Spine coming back in. Some more Stalkers getting set up as well. I'm just going to be seeing these Roaches and Lings pushing on forwards. We're going to be seeing them trying to fight against this now, as we're going to be seeing this pylon gets killed off. But that's only one pylon. Right now, PartinG has a lot of units, and remember, Nerchio, I mean, he's on 2 bases, that's great, but he's only a couple of drones ahead. He's trying to sneak in a couple more workers here and there behind this army. As we are going to be having Still just these few units poking away. This pylon is getting very low. It's so close to going down. As we are going to be seeing these units still pushing forwards. A lot of Stalkers. A new Steincaller is going to get killed. Without a cancel means Nerchio does not get his minerals back. Obviously, that's a fairly huge deal. As Nerchio is doing a good job. He's pulling away more from the shield batteries now. So the healing of the shield batteries doesn't really come into play. And that's something which he needs if he's ever going to kill those units. And there you go. 2 Adepts now going down. Will definitely help out with this. Another Adept goes down now as well. These Stalkers pull back again. I'm going to see more of these Zerglings coming on into play. The shield batteries continue to come on into this, and we're just going to be seeing another Corrosive Battle lands on a Stalker. The next Corrosive Battle dodges though, and again, shield batteries. There's one left with energy. He's actually broken through all of the shield battery energy here, Nerchio. So he's sort of gone through the difficult part. Corrosive Battle in his own Queens doesn't help though, as we're going to be seeing this Spinecrawler needs to be part of the defense again, pulling back towards it. Ling's trying to help out. Still the shield batteries, when they just get a bit more energy, able to come into play. It goes a long way, as we're going to be seeing 2 more Adepts, and actually an Adept and a Zealot warping. The Corrosive Battles will cancel one of them at least. Shield battery can't heal a warping in unit, as we see Nerchio still trying to defend, trying to just hold this off. All or nothing here from PartinG, as 2 Corrosive Battles will just not connect. Drones are pulling in to try and fight against this, and that is where you just sort of realize that maybe Nerchio doesn't have a way to fight this. The surround is good, but he doesn't take advantage of it by Corrosive Battle and that Stalker. And as we see, actually a few more roaches coming through, and maybe Nerchio is just about okay here, but the supply block is really going to hurt, because that's forever until he can make another unit. Instead he makes Spinecrawlers. You can't blame him, because right now he can't build anything against supply blocks. He has been a huge detriment, and it actually might be what allows PartinG to break through, because Nerchio can't reinforce for so long. PartinG's going to get rid of these spines that are built, and I think Nerchio might just be in some trouble as PartinG continues to pick his way through these units. That other spine is going to get targeted. Doesn't go down just yet, but 7 drones killed, and now Nerchio's economy is starting to, well, falter. As we see this Queen going down, drops a Creep Tumor, which Corrosive Battles down, and it looks as though this is going to be pretty much game. GG, says Nerchio. He taps out, and PartinG takes it.